Find that lower part of your back rounded, rounded, rounded. And back up one more time. Curl and pull to lift. And use that arm strength. One more time, coming down and hold. And then you'll go the rest of the way down with your back, pressing the feet into the ground, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, curling up, grabbing onto the sides of your legs, lift it up and pull. Same thing, curling it down, reach with the low back first, then the rest of the way. Reach behind you, take an inhale. No momentum as you come up. Exhale, pull through the backs of the legs if you need it, and reach and lift. Just 2 more, curling down. Finding the back rounded, open it up. Deep belly pulls in to lift you up. And this time you'll stay down there. Curling all the way. Reaching the arms behind your head. We're going to take one leg at a time up into a tabletop position. And then bring your knees in closer towards you. So you're going to feel as much as your spine on the mat as you can, slight separation of your knees, and then curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. So you're finding that low back to the mat. You're going to squeeze the insides of your heels, extend the legs out long, and then pull them back in. Same thing, pressing out and pull in. And we'll go nice and quick. Out and knees in closer to you. Dropping the weight of your head in your hands. I want you to really pull that belly button into the mat. And you'll look down at your hips and they're in one line, in line with the pubic bone. So you could just have a picnic on top of your belly. It's nice and flat. For 3, and squeeze the heels. 2, and 1. Hold, lift the legs a little higher, pull in. Now knees are touching. So no more space between the knees. Extend out long and pull back in. And notice if you're pooching out in your abdominals, that doming, we don't want that. See if you can pull in even deeper to the mat. And press out and pull in. Get a little lower with those legs. Pull the belly button to spine, weight heavy in the head. 2 more times. Out and pull in. And pull in. Go ahead, grab the knees, bring them into your chest. Lower down. And big exhale out. Curling the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extending the right leg up to the ceiling. Hold. Start to pump your arms as the other leg hovers off the ground. And notice if your stomach is also pumping. Try to pull the belly button deeper to the spine. Bring both legs up. Lower that right leg down. Inhale. Big exhale, get deeper and closer to the mat. Big inhale here. And exhale, both legs up. And switch. Inhale. Big exhale, belly button deep into the mat. Keep it there as you breathe in. And leg comes up, exhale. And one more time, switch, inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, get deeper, deeper, deeper. Exhale, lift up. Both legs are up, keep pumping. Try to get longer through the spine. Hug your rib cage in tight and big pumps. Start to lower the legs. Now, as you lower those legs, imprint your ribs to the mat. Get tighter to the mat as the legs go all the way to the floor. And then hold the arms still. Just lower the legs all the way down. And then reach your arms over your head. Stretch in opposite directions. Flex those heels. You'll start to curl up halfway. Arms stay up by your ears. Everything lifts. Your abs should be feeling nice. And then start to come up the rest of the way. Reach to the ceiling. Lift and go over. Get that big stretch. Untucking the hips as you come back down. Pause at the halfway mark. Then go the rest of the way. We'll try it again. Reaching to the ceiling. Curl, hold. And come up and over. Finding the length as you tuck under halfway. Then go down. Yeah, so challenge those low abs. We go halfway up, hold. Then reach up and over. Halfway down, hold it there. Arms higher. Higher, higher, higher to your ears. Yes. Then go down. Find that challenge. Reach up halfway, hold. Chin in, lift up to the ceiling, reach all the way. Keep pulling that belly button to spine. Halfway down, hold deep in that belly and return. One more time. Curl up halfway, hold. Chin is in, and then lift. Heels pressed to the mat. Reach. Coming halfway down, pull through the belly and return. Arms by your sides. We'll lift the right leg up, grab behind it, give it a little stretch to the thigh. And then start to curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. You're in this rounded belly, rounded spine. You're going to walk up that leg and hold. Find the stretch, nose to knee. Looking down at the hips, we place them in line. Flex your foot and then point the toes. And again, flex and point. Keeping it pointed, go all the way forward with the body. Yep, and then come all the way back and just hover, 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 pull the stomach in. And again, go forward. Shoulders are dropped. Lift that leg, go an inch lower to the mat. Use your abdominals. One more time. Down. Lift up, and now hold the leg there as you slowly walk it down. Yes, keeping that leg up. Arms by your sides. For the first ones, we're going to cross the leg in, around, and up. One. Get as much as your spine to the mat as you can. Cross, around, and lift and stop. See if you can almost flex your abs into the floor. The core is as stiff as a board, strong. Last one. And reverse, coming out, around, and cross, and lift. That's one. And your belly button pulls into the rib cage to stop that leg. For 3. Around and out for 2. Around and out, and 1. Good. Keep that knee in, bend it and pull. Send it down into that other side. Reach the leg up, grab behind it. Put pressure against your hands as you curl and lift up. Use the stomach and crawl up your leg. Good. Grab the calf, nose to knee. Find your stretch. Shoulders are down. Flex through the foot and point. Nose to knee. Flex and point. One more time through all the toes. Reach. Keeping it pointed as you go down. Hover that leg off the mat. It'll feel amazing in your low back. Come back up. And then curl through the tailbone to get a little deeper. Pull the stomach in. And again, go over. And back up. Tucking through the pelvis. Get a little lower. And lower down. Lift and pull. Deeper. Last time. Over. And up. And then your belly button pulls into the rib cage as you walk down the leg. Keeping it high, arms by the sides, cross it in, around and up and stop. That's 1. Cross, around and up. That's 2. That's 3. A little turn out in that leg. Bottom leg presses strong into the mat, reverse. Now don't lose your core. Keep the ribs and the belly button pulling towards each other. Around and up. Can you get that middle tailbone, that middle spine to press strong into the mat? Last one there. Bend the knee, pull it in. Nice big stretch. We'll bring both knees in. Rocking it all the way up. And let's grab onto your weights and take them right on top of your knees, on top of your shins here. So you have them in your hands and you're just going to lift your legs up and hold. Legs are slightly apart. You're tipping on the edge of that tailbone and then coming back up. So very subtle tip back. pressing your feet and shins into your weights, and see if you can just get a little deeper into that low belly strength. One more time. Rock back and up and go for that full rock. And up and hold. It's going to be tougher to stop, so don't use any momentum. And come back and up. Yeah, massaging the tailbone into the mat, no momentum. Rock back and up and hold. Keeping that rounded low back as you come up. Yes, keep it rounded for 3. And up for 2. And 1. Good, you're gonna stretch the arms out, stretch the legs. Pull into the low belly, start to round down to the low back, hold. Bring the right knee in and switch. Good, arms a little lower in line with your knees. As you're going through this motion, start to pull through the stomach and lift up. And then lower back down to the back. Good, now come up, pull through the back, lift. Yes, and come back down. So you're riding on the lower back. That's what's getting you up. And then the low back rounds to go back down. One more time, pull and lift. Tuck the belly button in, both knees into your chest, lower the head back down. Reaching back up. You're going to extend the arms up to the ears, legs out to that high diagonal. Hold. Circle the arms around, bring the knees back in, lift even higher. Reach out at the same time. Belly button is flat, hips are in line with your belly button and pubic bone. Circle around, lift up an inch higher. Just 3 more. Lift up and hold. Circle arms around and reach. For 2, reach up, flat as a board through the core, around and in. Last one, reach up. And pull into the belly button, around and in. Lower through that head. Taking your weights to the side, we'll grab behind the right calf, pull in and lift up. 2 pulls and switch. 1, 2, 1, 2. And as you switch, don't let that belly button pop up. Keep it in. You're getting as much of your spine on the mat as you can without tucking too much to go into your hips. Long spine. 1, 2, 1, 2. Use that arm strength. For 4 and 3. Deepen the ribs like an anchor. Last one. Both knees in, lower the head. Inhale here. Exhale, take your arms behind your head, curling on up and hold. So now you're supporting the head just like the beginning of your class. Extend the legs straight up. The torso is as long as you can get on the mat. Legs straight up to the ceiling. Squeeze those heels. Good, now keep the head heavy. Start to lower the legs away from your hips as if someone's pulling them apart from your body. Pull the belly button deeper to lift back up. Same thing. Ribs hugging tight, hip bones hugging tight. Lower the legs, get out of the hips, squeeze together and lift. 3 more times. Concentrate on the heaviness of your head and rib cage. Pull the belly button in to go up. For 2, lengthen those legs away, maybe a little separation of your toes. Pull into the stomach and lift. Last one, hug the mat tight with your rib cage. Lengthen out, pull deeper and lift up. Bring the knees in and hug it in tight. And the last little portion here of your ab series, taking your hands back behind your head, curl up and lift and reach the right knee in, left leg out and hold. Now from here, the left leg is going to reach high and then reach down low and reach high and reach low. And I just want you to pull the belly button to spine to lift that leg up. Nothing else. Pull in. 1 more time. And switch nice and low. That right leg lifts high and sends it down. And the belly button pulls in to lift that leg. Equal weight on both hips. 2 more there. The leg reaches out of the hip. 1 more time. And 10, switch. Switch here. Good, and hold, and switch. And get long, get that elbow behind, and switch. And get long. And get a little longer with that torso. Twist away from your body for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees in. Nice job. Feet will go flat onto your mat. Let's take your arm weights. You'll lift your hips up. Strong in the back of those legs. As your hips come down, reach your arms up. And lift, elevator the hips up in one piece, elbows strong to the mat, and switch. Arms high, hips down. And pull. Heels really press strong. And tuck your hips under you. And reach. Good, and as you imprint the spine down, the hips lay out flat each time. So it's like you're going back to square one. Reach. For 3, press with those heels. And 2, 1. Reach the arms behind you. You're going to feel a little bit of core strength. Legs together. As the arms come up, pull the navel in, pull the knees to your spine, curl up and reach and lift, hold. As your knees bend back behind you, reach your arms back, tap your toes to the floor, palms face each other, squeeze your navel in, start to bring them back up. Reach the palms down, stretch the legs, bend the knees, tap away from your body, reach your arms back behind you. Pull the stomach in and lift. Legs up, arms down. Good, bending your knees, tap, arms tap behind you. Now keep your pelvis flat. Resist the rounding. Return back to square one. Reaching arms behind, bend your knees. And again, pull and lift up. Bending the knees, reach back. So you're not tucking. You're just pressing down and in. Last one here. Reach out, pull the knees in, pull the arms in. Good, taking your knees in. Let's take the arms to the side. Let both knees go over side. And then exhale, lift them back up and over. Reach opposite side. And exhale, pull back in to go over. One more each side. Controlling it with the belly button. Lifting it up. Let's rock it all the way up to a seated position. Taking your legs on either side of your mat. Reaching the arms in front of you. Go ahead and dive over. Bringing the head between your arms. Feel that big rounded spine. You can touch the mat with your weights. Rolling and stacking the spine up. And this is just a nice spine stretch. Reach over. Bring the nose down, arms down. Curling it back up. You'll find your arms in front of you. You're going to take the right arm to the side, as tall as you can get with your back to center. Touch those weights. Bring the left arm to the side, back to center, touch. Right arm out and back to center. Left arm out and back. Good, neck is reaching long, armpits are reaching long.
Just take a separation of your arms. So your left arm will reach towards your right pinky toe. That back arm reaches up behind you. Yep, strong. And then bring it back up and switch. Reach with that arm over to the outside of your foot as the opposite hip presses down strong. That back arm reaches high and back up. Twist all the way. Pull the stomach in as you dive forward. That back arm is high. Pull deeper through that opposite hip to the ground. Yes, and back up. And switch. So you should really feel this in your waistline as you drop that opposite hip further. Almost open the chest to the side, back arm up. And then we'll go through this flow. Twist, dive forward, and come up. Twist, dive forward, and come up. For 4, just think opposite hip. 3, left, 2, 1. Taking those arms behind you. You're still going to be with your weights, and you're lifting your hips up. Yeah, press into your weights and lift. Good. Use your glutes. Lift the hips higher. Open your chest more. Chin is in, so look to your belly button. Lift that right leg high and lower. Lift the left leg high. Kick it. Up. Yes. And kick it. Up. Use your back. Pull them together. Shoulder blades pull in. And kick. One more each side. Lift. And lift. Now reach down with your hips. Send it up and over. Stretch. Okay. I'm going to come all the way down to your stomach. We'll bring the weights to the side for a moment. And this one, just really listen to my voice because your head will be down, forehead on the mat. And you'll start by bringing your hands in a V, high V in front of you. Legs are separated. Pull the belly button to spine. Just lift your arms off the mat. So they're in a high V. They're going to go out to the sides and then towards your hips. And then they rotate to the ceiling. Bring them together on your back. So now you're holding 4 fingers. Keep tucking your hips under you. Now they go back to that low V. Palms are up. As they start to go out to the side, rotate the palms down. Reach to that high V. And then lower them to the mat. Same thing. You'll lift the arms up. Head is heavy. Reach them out to the sides. Keep reaching towards your hips. Now you start to rotate the hands to the ceiling. Grab onto the 4 fingers as they slide high up your back. Tuck your hips. They reach back to your hips. Palms up. Start to rotate out to the side as you keep them high. Bring them all the way to that high V and lower down. Same thing 2 more times. Reach up high to that high V. Out to the sides. Start to rotate palms to the ceiling. Reach to your back. Grab 4 fingers. Slide up your back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Tuck your hips. Take them back to your hips. Palms are up. They start to rotate to the side as they go high. Keep reaching up, 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 all the way to your V. 1 more time. Scoop those hips, pelvis under. Lift the arms. Reach out. Strong fingertips start to rotate to the ceiling. Grab on 4 fingers. Bring them back out. Rotate palms down. Reach all the way out to the sides. High V shape. And pull it in. Take the arms underneath you. Lift the upper chest a couple inches up. And lower down. Same thing. Press and lift. And return. This next one you hold. Bend a couple inches down, couple inches up. Couple inches down, couple inches up. For 5, strong palms. Shoulders drop. 4, reach. 3, up. 2, up. And 1, reach it all the way back. Find that child's pose, big rounded spine. Press the hips to your heels. And then we're gonna come all the way up to your hands and knees. Rounding through the spine here and opening it back up. And exhale, round. We're gonna learn a little bit of a flow. 2 more, round and open and round and open. Okay, we're gonna start in this position on the hands and knees, tucking through the toes, hover the knees up and hold. Now widen your shoulder blades so you feel strong there and you can use your core. Now pull the belly button and spine, lift the hips up to downward dog. Heels are flat. Really send the hips back as your shoulder blades pull together. Come back into that hovering position. Hold, pull navel in. Strong on the hands and lower the knees. Again, press and lift up. Pull the navel in to lift the knees. Hold. Send the hips high. Reach for that down dog. Bring the shoulder blades together more. Weight in your heels more. Hips flare to the back of the room. Come back and hover in that same position. Knees directly over the mat. Maybe stick out your butt a little bit more. Pull the navel in. And lower down. One more time. Lift up. Hip bones come closer together to lift your low abs up. Lift your hips high. Heels drop. Flare your hips. Come back to that position. Hover and lower. Now, as we go up to down dog this time, you're gonna hold. So pull the navel in, hip bones close together. Press with your palms left. You'll take the right leg, lift it high, reach it up to the ceiling. Start to pull in, bend your knee, look at the right knee as you hover off the ground. Now, lower that knee all the way down to your mat. That left leg lifts up high. It goes out to the side. Kick it out to the side and lower down to the floor. Lift it back up, take it back behind you, and bring it to the floor. Now the knee will lift up. Pull through your stomach. Lower the knee back down. Lift the left leg high, reach it out to the side, tap it down. Lift it back up. Take it back behind you. Floor. Now the knee, lift and lower. Left leg out. Reach, tap. Lift it back out to the side and up. Back to the floor, knee. 2 more times. Lift that leg. Out to the side, tap. Reach it right back up. Knee pulls in. Last one. Lift that leg. Reach out, tap it. Back up. Lift that leg high up to that down dog. And we switch legs. Left leg high. Reach. Start to pull. Nose to knee. Lower. All the way down. Now, try not to put too much weight on the wrists as you take that right leg out to the side. Tap it. Reach it up. Back behind you. Tuck the toe. Lift your knee. Bring it down. Lift up and around. Tap down to the floor. Lift back up. Behind you. Lower and lift. Press with the base of your palms. Reach up. Over. Tap. Upper back is nice and flat. And then as you tuck that toe, you pull the knee in. 2 more. Lift. Up. Get it high. Tap. Lift it high to go back. Behind. Pull that knee in. 1 more time. Lift up. Out. Tap. Lift. Back. Pull in. Lift it back up to that split and down dog. Good, now walking the hands in a little bit more so you're off your wrists, more into the knees. Bend your elbows and stretch. And bend for a little tricep push-up. And reach it down and up. And down and up. Good, hips back for 4. Flare your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Start to lower down. Flip your palms, get your hips high to the ceiling, and stretch. Lots of mid-back strength for some down dog work. You're going to come onto your left side. And let's support the head here. Okay, let's start by lifting the right leg up like this, pressing it into that bottom leg. You're going to lift and lower. So connecting the foot to your leg, this arm is just in front, and lift the leg up. Think about the navel working as you lift. Yep, it's pretty subtle here. And lift. Good, and up. So right through here, low abs, this inner thigh, up and up. Good, we have 4. Try to get into this waistline. 3, 2, 1. Splitting the legs apart. Allowing this bottom leg to go in front of your top. Bring them back together and split apart. Back together and split apart. So the bottom leg crosses over your ankle. Yep, and then you just separate them. Same thing, bottom leg crosses over and apart. Over and apart. Good, a little tuck of your hips forward. Out and in. Split and back together. Split and together. Nice, starting to feel it here. Underneath that leg. Into the waist. Get those legs high. For 4 and 3. 2. 1. Good. You'll lower the legs all the way down. Lower your head to the inside of your elbow. Legs are together. You press into the mat. Lift the arms and legs up. And lower. Press and lift. Up. And down. Now all through that side waist. Lift. And reach it up. For 4 and lower. 3, 2, hold it. 1 for 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Good, come on to your stomach. You're gonna reach your arms long and a little high with the upper back. Lift the right arm, left leg, hold. Lower to the mat, press down to go opposition. Hold, press down to go opposition. Down to go opposition. Keep that flow. Keep pressing into the ground as you lift that opposite leg, arm. Reach and reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bring both arms back, press it on up. We go to that other side. And we come down, connecting the foot to inside of leg. Pressing, lifting up and lower. Lift. Using this lower part of your navel to lift it up, and your leg is pressing strong. So you're working through here. Up and left. Inner thigh into that pelvic floor. Think like you're kegling each time to lift in and up. And lift. You're letting go of your hip tension, pulling through here. And up for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Separate the legs. That top leg goes in back. As you cross, you're going to connect the bottom ankle over the top. Pull in here, little tuck of your hips, and return. A little scoop under. Bring it together and apart. And reach. Good, getting the legs nice and high. I'm going to start to feel it right in the back of that leg. Reach. And pull, draw in and up. Together. And pull in. Make that connection. And in. Good for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down all the way. Come down onto the forearm. Press into the mat. Squeeze together and lift up. Reach and hold and lower. Press into that top arm. Good, so you're getting a little bit of bicep strength. And lift and lower and lift. And starting to really feel it. This is going to be prep for what we're doing next. And reach it up and up for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold and lower. Start to come onto your stomach. And now we go for faster swimming. So tuck your hips under. We go for it. Look out in front of you. Reach the arm and leg fast. Think about that mid-back. Straight arms, pull the shoulders in. For 5. Pump 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back. Send it behind you. Take that stretch. We're going to come all the way up. And let's grab onto your weights. And you'll be on your knees completely. With your, let's see, what side did we just do? Just did this. Well, we're going to do both, so it doesn't really matter. We'll bring your left leg out to the side. Arms bring your weights out to the side. You're going to start to reach that right arm down to the floor and reach out. Really reach it out. Good. The hips are tucked under. Lift up. Reach towards the leg and rotate the palm towards you as you reach it over your head. Take it back down. Reach out. Just tap the mat. Don't touch it. Really just tap it. Pull the waistline in. Reach it up and back. Over with that arm. Touch the ear. Good. Take the stretch. Reach. Now stretch out of your body. Go for it. Tap and lift up. It's a lot harder than it looks. Reach over. And reach out. Tap. Pull the obliques in. And lift over. One more time. Tap it. And reach it over. This next one comes all the way down. You'll bring both weights down to the floor. Take that right arm to the mat. Now you're in this shape. You're opening. You're going to take that right leg, bring it behind your left. You're in that full side plank. Yes, as you send the hips high, bring that left arm underneath your legs. Bring it back. Same thing. Lift up and high. Reach and return. One more time. Good. Now from here, bring the arm by your side, lower your hips. Press into your arm, lift up and over. Lift those hips as high as you can get them. Bring them down. For 2. Press into your hands and lift up. Last one. This one brings you all the way up. You come down, start to bend the knees, lower your hips. Take that stretch, reach up and over. Grabbing the front of your knee, twist a little bit deeper. And we go for that other side. So you'll take the right leg out. Arms are out. The hips have to tuck forward. So no squatting back here. Keep them out. You start to reach out as you tap the floor. And then lift up and over. Reach. The arm comes closer to your ear. And then you reach out. Like a star. Reach that hand to the mat. Lift with your waist to go over. Reach out and tap. Get longer through that torso. Lift. For 3. Tap, scoop those hips forward. reach up and over. For 2, tap down and lift. Last one, tap and reach over. We come all the way down to the mat, letting the weights go, taking your left arm to the mat, lift that left behind the right. You're gonna lift your hips high, reach into the center, reach underneath, pull the stomach in, come back to that neutral. Again, lift those hips high, pull the waistline in, reach past your feet, and return. One more time, lift the hips, and even yourself out. Now, lower down those hips to the mat, look to your hand, press to the sides of your feet, reach up and over. And again, lower down, imagine that mid-back pulling together. Lift it high. One more time. Lower, shoulders reach. You'll come all the way down, bend your knees, lift over to your ankles. Find that stretch. Twisting a little bit deeper. Good, coming onto your stomach. Bringing your hands under your forehead. You're gonna lift the legs up, heels together, toes apart. Start to beat the legs nice and quick. Really scoop that pelvis under you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the legs up, lift them an inch higher, separate them back together, separate and together. Really scoop that pelvis. So the belly button is completely to the spine. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Grab your weights, flip on over for final teasers. First, we'll just keep the knees bent, walking the feet away from you. Extend your right leg long. So your knees are touching. You're gonna curl with your weights, zip the belly button in. Now make your hands touch your ankle as you curl deeper through your belly button, and then slowly peel it back down. Same thing, reach the arms, pull the belly to spine, squeeze your inner thighs, come up. No momentum, reach to the toes, pull deep through your stomach, lower down one more time. Reach back, coming up, no momentum. Lower that right leg down, keep the rounded spine, lift the left, peel through. Reach behind, round your spine, curl in and lift. Imitate that leg as you reach for it. Pull deeper through the belly button and squeeze to return. 2 more. Pull and lift up. Lift, press down with that opposite foot and lower. 1 more time. Peel and lift up. Hold both knees in. Lower the pelvis down. Stretch the legs all the way. Inhale. You're coming up at the same time. Exhale, pull and lift. Reach your legs up and hold. Now, curl your belly as much as you can. Round through that upper back. Come down a few inches. Come right back up. Keep the rounded spine. Lower and lift. 1 more time. Lower and lift and hold. Make sure it's a rounded spine. Lift the arms a little higher. Lower the legs down and up. For 3, squeeze. 2, 1, hold. Everything peels back down. Lower your weights. Take the knees into the chest. Grab on. And just make a little circles with your legs. And reverse. Let's do a happy baby stretch. Scrub the outsides of your feet. Just because it's nice to do this stretch. And then try to imprint your lower back to the mat in that shape. Walking your hands to the insides of your feet, and then try to stretch the knees out for full straddle split. Keeping the lower back imprinted to the mat. It's a much deeper stretch there. Then bring it back together. And you can rock it up.